channel. Today I'm going to be talking about August favorites and what I've been watching this August, what I have been loving this August. First up, Gujan Saxena, the Kargil girl. Before I begin, I just want to say that keeping in mind the controversy around the film, that the story has been fictionalized a lot, I really cannot comment on it because I don't have enough knowledge about it, but I did watch two videos where actual IF women pilots have shared their experiences and opinions about the film, which were really helpful for me to understand what it is all about. So I'll link that in the description below for you to check out. Also, I'm just going to be talking about the movie from a movie standpoint, from content and from a film standpoint, actors from an acting standpoint, and not about being star kids or being from whatever background they are from. So yeah, with all of that aside, Gujan Saxena. The acting was amazing overall. Everybody from Pankaj Tripathi, especially Pankaj Tripathi, to a large extent Janhvi Kapoor, all of them were just brilliant. Especially Pankaj Tripathi, like I said, he was just so expressive and he played the part of being a supportive father really well. There's something in the air around him. He's just so calm and there's so much ease. He's done some really amazing roles. This is one of them. The movie is very fast-paced and you don't even realize when 2 hours have passed. You barely look away from the screen the whole time. So that's a good thing. I also loved the aerial shots. I thought they were engaging, they were beautiful, just amazing cinematography. Watching the behind the scenes, the making of the film really explains the effort, the collective effort that goes into making a film, and the cinematography here is really pushing the boundaries. So it's a real shame that the story is not sticking to reality, because the story at least that is portrayed in the film, whether it's fiction, whether it's not fiction, whatever it is, the story in the film is really inspiring. Second is Bandish Bandits. I binged watched the whole series. Please don't tell my parents, they'll be really disappointed in me. Please just don't tell them. But yeah, I binge watched the whole series. I love the concept. As soon as I heard it, there are two people from two different worlds, one from this pop rock music world and the other from a very Indian classical music world. Both of them clash, collide, collaborate, but there's a cost to that collaboration. The first thing that I have to say is that the music is really catchy. It was stuck in my head for so many days, and I was not really a big fan of the modern rock pop music in the series. I thought it was like really below mediocre and kind of cringy, to be honest, but except for Chedkania and Sajan, I think that also worked because it was a mix of classical and modern, so it worked. And Chedkania, I was doing this, the hook step for so long, like what is this, what are you touching, if people don't know the context of it. But I love the classical bits. I don't know too much about classical music except I've played sitar for 5 years, but I still loved it. And I think it also worked that the pop modern music was not really that great, whereas the classical music was really amazing. I think that contrast also worked to show the direction of what Indian music, modern Indian music is taking nowadays, which is downhill. Yes. The acting here was great again. Everybody from newcomers, Shreya Chaudhary, Ritwik Bhowmik to Nasruddin Shah, Atul Kulkarni, Shiba Chadha, all of them were just great. And I have to admit, by the end of the series, I was a big fan of Radhe, which is played by Ritwik Bhowmik. Smile. The range of expressions on this guy's face, oh my god. But the real steal scener was the scene stealer was Kunal Rai Kapoor for sure. For sure. I was laughing every single time he was on screen, and not just like laughing, like laughing out loud laughing, like rolling on the floor laughing. That kind of laughing. It was really old school slapstick kind of comedy, not very witty, not very clever, but it just still worked and made me laugh. For me, the story was interesting enough with lots of twists and turns, to a point where in the series you start to feel bad for Radhe. He's trying to keep his pop star girlfriend happy, and he's trying to keep his legendary musical genius of a grandfather happy, and there's just so much going on. I like the ending though. It's a little bit of a spoiler, but it doesn't really matter, that Tamanna goes on a little bit of self-discovery instead of having a very convenient ending. However disappointing it is to the romantic inside me, and it's also very convenient for them to leave it on a cliffhanger like this, for them to have a season 2. Lots of shows have been doing that. Everybody from Peaky Blinders to Sex Education, like what the hell, man. I want a definite ending. I want closure. I cannot wait for another season to come out 2 years later. Just give me some hope. Yeah, end of my very passionate appeal to series makers. So overall, I think the show could have had better pacing, and it's a little bit inconsistent in different places with different stories going here and there, but I think overall it's a very fun one-time ride, and it's like weirdly just sucking you into the world of it, which is a good thing, I guess. The next movie is Work It, and I don't know why I started watching this movie. I think it was just something that I wanted to chill and watch something mindless and not have to use my brain in it. So Work It is a dance movie, but it's not like a dance movie. There's nothing wrong in the movie, but there's nothing really good in the movie either. You know what I mean? There are no issues with the movie, but it's not doing anything either. And maybe that is the issue with the movie, that it's not really doing anything except making you realize how hot a dancing Jordan Fisher is. The whole I need to do something exciting in my last few months of high school to make my college application stand out plot has been used and reused in Hollywood so many times that I don't even understand why they bother. Shout out to Liza Koshy. If you want to watch some chill, mindless content, very little bit of cool dancing, and few minutes of dreamy but honestly unrealistic and underdeveloped romance, then this is it. The next series that I watched this month and I fell in love with was Fleabag. I just completely loved in all caps, loved it. I think this is my new favorite thing. It's just so brilliant. I think it's really emotionally connecting and engaging, especially for like women in their 20s. Even though I'm not a woman in her 20s, but still I'm a woman, I could relate to it, and it was totally engaging for me. I just felt it, like, you know, I felt it as that woman, and I loved her character. I love Fleabag. I love the camera work in the series, how they're using the camera, how they're breaking the fourth wall. It was just amazing, and the whole cast is amazing. I love the priest, I love her sister, I love the dad's new fiance, wife, whatever, previous godmother. Her character is just so crazy, and I feel like that bit of crazy is there inside each one of us, which in this show is completely unleashed and it's completely out there. There's no hiding it because you are literally in her mind. She's telling you what she's thinking every second of the series. So that bit is just revealed, and it's so exciting to watch that. It's so lovely. So yeah, as you can see, I'm really passionate about this. So there's no way I can talk about it in like this small amount of time, but it's amazing. If you haven't already watched it, please watch it. I don't know how I missed this show altogether. I know it was a big craze a time back when it won all the Emmys and all. I don't know how I missed it, but I'm so glad I watched it. It's just amazing. If you haven't watched it, please watch it. The last movie is Lootcase, which I did a whole review on, so you can check that out. It's another fun comedy movie that released this August. And yeah, that is a wrap on my August favorites, what I've been watching, what I've been loving. If you like this video, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe to my channel, and let me know in the comment section what you have been watching this August. Give me some recommendations what I should be watching next, and I shall see you next time. Bye.